Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lace Academy's YouTube videos. In this video, let us see a few real-time questions that were given in the Accenture recruitment test from the aptitude module. And this test is still happening now. That is, presently it's going on this day of 7th May 2021. And these questions are from the 2:30 p.m. slot. Let us see what are the aptitude questions given and also the best way of answering them. A person while traveling at 14 km per hour speed covers 20 kilometers more distance than while traveling at 10 km per hour. What's the initial distance he covered? So, because of traveling 4 kilometers every hour extra, he is traveling 20 kilometers extra, means he traveled for 5 hours. And initial speed of 10 kilometer per hour, traveling for 5 hours, he would be covering 50 kilometer. A very straightforward question. Let's see what is given next. If x plus 1 by 2x is equal to 2, what's the value of 8x cube plus 1 by x cube? This cube actually indicates that we have to cube on both sides, but 8x cube will come only when we have 2x whole cube. But here we are given x. So let's multiply this equation with 2 on both sides. I'll get 2x plus 1 by x is equal to 4. Now cube on both sides, a plus b whole cube formula, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Instead of a plus b, I can write 4 directly, is equal to 4 cube, which is 64. So this is what we need to find out. This is 3, 2, 6, 24. 64 minus 24 is 40. Chalo, let's see the next question. How long does a train 165-meter long traveling at 54 km per hour, that means 15 meters per second, take to cross a platform of length 660 meters? So total distance it has to travel is 825 meter with a speed of 15. So 825 by 15. 15,575, 15,575, right? 55 seconds is the time needed now. Straightforward. In a country, 55% population are female, that means remaining 45% are male. 80% are male or literate, okay. What percentage of female are literate if the total literacy is 58? So first of all, out of these 80% are literate. So 80% of 45, 45 eighths is 360, 36%. So 36% of literates are coming from here. To make it total 58, I still need 22% literates, and this 22% literate should come from 55%, which are females. So what percent of 55 is 22? I know that 55 fourths is 220. We are seeing 2 here. So the answer should start with 4. And the only answer which is having a round figure starting with 4 is 40. Obviously, because anyhow zeros don't need to be worried about. Let's see the next question. Average weight of 8 persons increases by 2.5 kg when a new person replaces the one who weighs 65 kg. So each person increases by 2.5, 8 members increases by 8, 2 and half, 20. So the new person coming in is having an increase of 20 kg. 65 kg with an increase of 20 kg becomes 85 kg. So he's just asking whether we can understand this or not. 8 into 2.5 is 20, right? A trader mixes 26 kg of rice costing 20 per kg, so 520 rupees cost, with 30 kg of rice costing 36. 36 3 is 108, 1080. So this is his total cost amount, which is 1600, and he's selling the mixture at 30 rupees per kg. First of all, let's see what is his cost price. 1600 for 56. This is his cost price, and he's selling at 30 rupees. So yes, you can simplify this, or directly we can actually do one more process, which actually says, if you want to simplify, you can write it as 400 by 14, or you can say 200 by 7. So 200 by 7 rupees per kg is his cost price, and selling price is 30, which is 210 by 7. So for every 200 is getting 10 rupees extra. So for every 100 rupees, he should be getting 5 rupees extra. For every 100 means 5%. So straight away, he's getting 5% of profit instead of going into unnecessary calculations. Let's see the next one. The cost of 10 kg of apple is equal to 24 kg of rice. Okay, 10 kg apple is equal to 24 kg of rice. 6 kg flour is equal to 2 kg of rice. Okay, that means each kg of rice equal to 3 kg of flour. I can directly write this, right? Next, each kg of flour is 20.5. Okay, flour costs 20.5 rupees. So rice costs 3 into 20.5, which is 61.5 rupees. Now he's asking what is the total cost of 4 kg apples, 3 kg rice. 3 kg rice, 61.5 into 3 is 184.5. 180 plus 4.5. And 5 kg flour. 5 kg flour is this 100 plus 2.5, 1 or 2.5. And we have to still find out apple. So when I know each rice kg is costing 61 and a half rupee, 24 rice cost 10 kg of apples, then each kg of apple is equal to 2.4 kg of rice. Now he's asking 4 kg apple. 4 kg apple should be 2.4 into 4, 9.6 kg of rice, which is costing 61 and a half. So he's asking 61.5 into 96 or 61, 615 into 96. Let's see. 6, 36, 90, 95, 45, 55, 4, 0, and 590. So 590.4 with these two. These two are 180, 287. So 77. Okay, this is the only option where 77.4 is coming. So this is a question where he has given some calculations basically. Because all the other questions were straightforward, you can spend a bit of time on these calculations, but calculations must be done faster. Let's see what's the next one given. A store has a profit at 320% of cost. Oh, profit is 320% of the cost, means if the cost price is 100 rupees, then the selling price is 420 rupees, because 320 rupees profit should be there. Cost increases by 25. Okay, let's say cost price is 125. Selling price is same, so selling price is 420 only. Now what is the percent of profit out of selling price? So the profit now you are getting is 420 minus 125, 295. So this 295 profit out of selling price is what percentage? 295 out of 420 is what percentage? You can see 42 into 7 is nearly 29. So answer should start with 7. No calculations, nothing else. Let's see the next question. Excluding stoppages, without stopping, it's going at 45 km per hour speed. With stoppage, it's going at 36 km. Very standard question. So every hour, it is missing 9 kilometers per hour. So out of 45, if it is missing 9, I can say 9 is 1/5 of 45. That means it is missing 1/5 of its usual distance. That means it should be missing 1/5 of its time every hour. Every hour means 60 minutes. So what is 1/5 of 60 minutes, Sama? 12 minutes. Very straightforward question. Let's see the next one. In a mixture, 60 liters, ratio of milk to water is 2:1, means 40:20. How many liters of water must be added to make the ratio 1? Now this has to become 1:2, where 40 remains same. So if 40 is 1, 2 is 80. So how many liters of water should be added? 60. Chalo. Every question is a very standard one. At an exam with full marks 500, A got 10% less than B got 25% more than C, and C got 20% less than D. A got 360. So if A is 360, which is 10% less than B, 10% less means 90%. If 90% is 360, 100% should be 400, because 9 4 is 36. And B is 25% more than C. 25% more than C means 5/4. So 5/4 C is equal to 400, 5 8 to 4, 8 32, 320. And C is 20% less than B. 20% less means it should be 80. So 80% is 320, then D should be 400, because 8 4 is 320, 32. So now we can understand that D got 400. And what is the percentage of D out of 500 if he is getting 400? 80%. Straightforward. Only thing is you need to be good at tables. Tables 8 4 is 32, 9 4 is 36. Zeros don't worry about. Now we are given a reasoning question which is very straightforward. LIG is written as GIL, HT is written as TH. So RAI must be written as IAR, NY should be written as YN, IAR, YN. First option itself is matching. First 3 letters is reversed, HT are reversed. Second, last 2 letters. Here puzzle is being given. So 8 members, let's see, 8 members, circular table, okay. S is immediate right of W, okay. W is immediate right of T, okay. Who is opposite of R, okay. U and W are opposite to each other, okay. V is not next to R or T. So here or here V cannot sit. So V has to come here. The other 2 persons we don't know, but is asking who is right of U. Who is right of U? V only. Anyhow, the answer came, but still we don't know who and who are sitting here. Don't worry, answer is there. 5 children were administered a test to assess their intelligence. A is less than B, C is less than D, B is less than C also. B is less than C, C is less than D, and A is more intelligent than E. So A should be more than E. So who is the most intelligent? D. D is the most intelligent boy. Direct questions. In a parking area, 8 cars are parked with 4 cars adjacent to one another and opposite to 4. Okay. So 4 are parked like this cars. Now let's see what is given. Tata is between Merck and BMW. So if Merck is here, BMW is here, in between Tata should be there. But it can be in reverse order also. It can be BMW, Merck, and then in between Tata also. We cannot guarantee which is correct. So we have to take both. Maruti is parked immediate right of a car. Okay, we'll see later. Ford is opposite to Tata. Tata opposite is Ford. Tata opposite is Ford. Hyundai is opposite to BMW and both are at extreme ends. So BMW, Hyundai should be opposite and they are extreme ends. So if this is extreme end, here there should be one more car because only 4 cars can be there. And here if Hyundai is extreme end, then here one more car must be there, here and here, right? Let's see what is next given. Ford is between Hyundai and Maruti. Ford should be in between Hyundai and Maruti. So Hyundai, Maruti between Ford. Hyundai and Maruti, Ford should be there. Which car is opposite to Maruti? Whatever we are getting, Maruti's opposite car is whom? Mercedes. Still we are not given who are these two persons, but the question is asked about Maruti and opposite person. In both places, Maruti opposite is Mercedes. Let's see the next one. This is one of the silliest questions. He has given 3 terms. He's asking if all the 3 are same, answer it as A. If only first 2 are same, answer it as B. If only first and third are same, answer it as C. If all are different, answer it as D. LLM, LLL, KL, MPUU, LLM, LLL, KL, MPUU, LLM, LLL, KL, MPUU. All are same. So I'm taking the answer as A. These are the exact questions that came in Accenture with the numbers. 5 persons A, B, C, D are compared in height and weight. Second heaviest person D is the shortest. So if I take the height, D is the shortest. So 5 members must be there. And as far as the weight is concerned, he is the second heaviest. A is the second tallest. A is the second tallest and shorter than E. So E should be the tallest person. Heaviest is the third tallest. Heaviest is the third tallest. Okay, only one person is shorter than B. Only one person is shorter than B means he should be here. So only person should be shorter than B who is lighter than E and A. So B is lighter than E and A. Who is the heaviest person? Who is the heaviest? So he is saying heaviest is the third tallest person. So the only person third tallest is left out is C. So this person is the third tallest. So the same third tallest person should come as the answer here. We don't know about these weights, but we can say heaviest person is the third tallest. So C is the third tallest person. So directly he should come here. Katam. Next one. 6, 24, 60, 120. Okay, this is 2 cube minus 2, 3 cube minus 3, 4 cube. Actually, this question is given wrong and I have copied as it is wrongly. It should have been 6 cube minus 6 and then what? Or it should have been like this. The question should be question mark comma 336. Because he has given 7 cube minus 7. The answer that comes here should be 6 cube minus 6, which is 210. But he has given like this. After 336, what should come? Actually, after 336, what should come means here 6 cube minus 6 should be there and next 8 cube minus 8 should be coming. But 6 cube minus 6 is missing. So this got missed. So the question was given wrongly. But still, we have to understand that the question should be like this. And the missing term is 6 cube minus 6, which is 210. Right? The question itself is given wrong. Don't worry. 3, 6, 8, diet 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2. 8 into 36. How many children does M have? This is data sufficiency question. H is the only daughter of X. Who is M? Okay, X and M has only one daughter, but we don't know about their sons. So how many children are there? We cannot guarantee. K and J are the brothers of M. Nothing is told about children of M. So both of them are insufficient because we still don't know whether they have sons or not. But only one daughter is there. Next one. In a code, Mirage is coded as ZR, JB, and J. Let's see. M is 13, Z is 26, I is 9, R is 18, E is R is 18, J is 10. Okay, A is 1, B is 2. If you see 13 is coded as 26, 9 is coded as 18, it is perfectly double. 18 double is 36 ma. 36 means 10 because 26 plus 10. So everywhere he is making into 2. I into 2, 9 to 18 R, 14 to 28 B, 22 is 40, which is 14. 14 is N, RBN. Luckily, there is only one option starting with RBN. Don't worry about other letters. RBN, first three letters itself gave the answer to us. Let's see what is the next one. Yeah. So these are the 24 questions that I have copied, a few from quant and a few from reasoning. In reasoning, there were some more questions which were based on conclusions. Statements given, conclusion one, conclusion, not syllogisms, but English conclusions, critical reasoning. And a flowchart was given. Based on the steps of the flowchart, you need to answer the questions. Two questions were given in flowchart. Then in English, sentence corrections were given. Error detections were given. Very simple one. And fill in the blanks were given. One reading comprehension was given, which was also again a very simple story. And in quant, I could not copy the data interpretation. One graph with two pie charts were given, where both questions were on ratios. Ratio of this to this and ratio of this to this. Two pie charts were on percentages. Graduates and postgraduates of different schools. And one more DI is with bar graph. Bar graph for 6 different units in 2 different years. B1, B2, B3 up to B6 units were given. Sales numbers were given for 2 different years. And then questions were asked. So these questions I was not able to segregate because I could not actually copy and paste them. But all these questions which we discussed are the real questions that came. And I think by now the exam would have been completed. But see, once you properly have the basics of aptitude, it's always easy to answer the questions within 40 to 45 seconds of time. And please remember, campus recruitment exams are the easiest aptitude examinations ever present anywhere, provided we have the proper basics of aptitude with us, right? Hope you got advantage or benefit by just seeing what is the level of the questions that is coming, and prepare well. Hope all of you crack your placements and all the best for your career. Thank you.